payable for the month of July 2009. Invoices and other financial obligations in the school district are customarily paid weekly. Request for approval of these transactions is normally made to the board monthly.
Mr. Vice President, I move that we approve the accounts payable for the month of July 2009 in the amount of $3,345,533.31.
I'll second.
Got a motion by Mr. Suffren, second by Ms. Bergeron. We have a card tonight. We've got someone in the audience that would like to speak on this matter. Ms. Meir, come on up, please. Ms. Meir, yeah, I'm going to put a 3-minute timer on. The board is ready to listen to your comments. We have no obligation to answer any questions.
Okay, I noticed in the June payables, we made 2 payments to Rycar's Construction Company, which has been...
Ms. Meir?
Yes.
This is July.
Yes,
We're
but
discussing
June
July.
payables were not available to view until after the meeting.
This is July. You have to talk about the July.
Well, was July available to view before this meeting?
The statements you usually put in the library.
Not there. And they're not publicized.
Ma'am, this is July. You can respond and talk about July, not June.
Okay. I just wanted to make a comment about that. That was something we should not have paid for.
Thank you. Any additional comment? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. At this time, we'll take the chairperson of any board, standing committee may give a report. I'd like to say that the technology committee met Monday, and we got an excellent presentation from Ms. Stephanie Staub and Ms. Colleen Charles. I think the superintendent has some additional information that he's going to do later. Before we move on, I'd also like to mention we have a card from Ms. Meir, who would like to talk on technology. Ms. Meir? And Ms. Meir, this is going to be, please limit your discussion of what was at the committee meeting.
Yeah, as far as the technology, last board meeting, Rochelle was telling us about live meetings online. They have not yet been, I don't know if there's something wrong.
Yeah, no, Ms. Mayor, that wasn't discussed at the committee meeting on Monday. I can't allow you to go back and pass month on that.
I'm talking about the technology that
Yes, ma'am.
is supposed to be available to the public.
The technology committee met Monday, and we had a presentation. If you'd like to discuss on that presentation, the floor is open to you. If not, we can't allow you to go back month after month.
My question, though, is that she said everything was working and up and running. How would I know at that meeting if it wasn't working?
I would suggest...
I am allowed to say it wasn't working, it's not working. There's no minutes posted except for one in July. There's nothing for the public to reference to.
Since Ms. Touchard handles our that site, I would make a recommendation that you contact her and ask her about that.
I just want to make it noted it's not working.
I appreciate that.
That's all I can do.
Thank you.
Mr. Vice President, in Mr. Crevetta's absence, I'll report that the Capital Improvements Committee met on Monday, August 24th. We covered 3 items, and 2 of those were on the agenda for tonight's meeting. Those were ratification of change order number 2 for the Professional Learning Center and substantial completion for the Professional Learning Center. The 3rd item was the selection of engineer architect for the ITS server air conditioner. And that concludes the report for the Capital Improvements Committee.
Mr. President, the Personnel Committee met in the afternoon at 5:30. Personnel item presented by Superintendent. There were no exceptions or objections, and that was presented to the board tonight. We did that. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Anyone else? Thank you. This time we'll ask Superintendent for his report, please.
Mr. President, members of the board, just a little bit of the start of the school year. We've been pretty successful. We are fully staffed. Our facilities are in great condition. Teaching and learning is in full force, and our kindergarten students will start tomorrow. Having said that, I would like to talk a little bit because there is some concern about the business of the flu and the viruses that seem to be going around. There have been reported cases of flu in the parish. In response, the Center for Disease Control In response, the Center for Disease Control has sent out information on new flu guidance for schools. The new guidance is in a question and answer format and can be located as a link on the St. Charles Parish Schools website. This guidance applies to any flu virus circulating, not only H1N1 swine flu. The guidance is the same for all flu types. I'm going to say that one more time. The guidance is the same for all flu types. The school system has implemented the guidance recommended by the Center. The actions include monitoring the number of reported cases, encouraging everyone to practice good hygiene, such as frequent hand washing, reminding everyone to cover coughs and sneezes, providing easy access to hand wash and hand cleaners, and practicing frequent cleaning of surfaces, i.e. doorknobs, bathrooms, and separating students who exhibit symptoms from the rest of the student population until parents can pick them up. The district has sent out a Connect Ed message, email, and letter to parents, guardians, containing information. The school system website and Facebook has a link to the Center for Disease Control to get the most current information and guidance. Your attention and follow through to the next statement is important. We encourage students and adults who are exhibiting flu-like illness to stay home until at least 24 hours after they no longer have a fever or signs of fever. Consult your doctor for recommended treatment. Students will have an opportunity to make up work missed as in the past. Additional information will be communicated as it becomes available. And I think that that is extremely important information, and I ask parents to adhere to that. You know, when your child is sick, you need to keep them home, and when you're sick, you need to stay home as well. Are all these cases the flu? No, they're not. Can we verify which ones are swine flu or regular flu or a virus? No, we don't have that information, and we will not have that information. I will tell you that overall the district's absentee rate runs a little less than 10%. It's about 9.7. So it seems to be coming down a little bit, but that doesn't mean that we're out of this yet. We need to keep our guards up, work together, and make sure we communicate to each other about the facts and not just a lot of hearsay out there in public.
Can I make a
We're going to have a
comment?
technology presentation. Tonight we have a presentation by colleague Charles, Director of Instructional Technology, and Stephanie Staub, Director of Information Technology Services. They will present a brief update on the status of technology for learning and operations in the school system. Ladies, please.